updates on Gusto TV Africa. Now, if you are new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button. And if you're already a regular, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video comes up. Guys, it has been an interesting weekend, guys. Back-to-back entertainment, back-to-back basketballs, starting from Angel and Boma, they finally had it. Like, they've been holding it for too long. Boma has been whispering here and there that Angel is this, she's that, she's a kiss and tell, and then voila, a whole lot happened. And then the jacuzzi party, how they all danced and everything. Like, last weekend was a whole lot of revelations. People began to discover themselves. Speaking of Sasuke, she finally made a decision on what ship she would like to sail on, and Tega finally revealed why, she has been, with Boma romantically, and, a whole lot happened. But then again, Sunday was the eviction show, and as we all know, certain housemates will be evicted from the show, and, it happened. I want to first of all talk about the eviction. So, yesterday was the eviction, and, 4 people were evicted. Speaking of, I want to start with Boma. So first of all, Boma was evicted yesterday, and it was sort of like a mixed feelings for me. Yes, this is what I'm going to tell you. So Boma has been with Tega for a while, knowing that she's a married woman, and her lot has gone down. Boma has been with Angel, knowing that Angel is below his age grade, and he has not ceased to let her know that I'm not your mate, I'm your father's mate, I'm your mother's mate, I'm your parents' age grade, I'm not your mate and everything. But then you still went on with her to have a little this and that, and then had his own fair share with Queen as well. And he had this popular say in the house that he's an okra guy and all of that, which seemed to be like his strategy in the house. And turns out that in as much as we don't want to say okay, well, the strategy was this and that, it was dumb, it was not really so good, but then it has brought him this far. And yesterday he was really evicted. A lot of people were excited about it, but then some of these ladies would miss Boma, trust me. And then this Boma's eviction actually gave them a whole lot of scare, especially those in the house, because they actually thought that he was the strongest. Likoro said if she had a chance to evict somebody, she would evict Boma. Aside from that, a whole lot of, aside from Likoro's, a whole lot of housemates said they were going to, nominate him or evict him if they had the chance to, because they felt like he was strong. And then seeing that he was evicted yesterday, they all were in shock, and they were like, wow, so if Boma can be evicted, I mean, what is left for us? Because Boma seemed to have it all together, starting from the beginning, how he was planning his moves and all of that, from one woman to another. He was really good at the games, even almost got to be the head of house for last week. A whole lot Boma has been doing in the house. Aside from entertaining these housemates, he was most close to J. Paul. He was seen talking to J. Paul about Tega. He was most close to Tega. He was close to Queen. At some point, they, fell apart. Like, Boma has really, he has made his own, storyline, and he felt like, okay, probably this okra hand of a thing would save him or pull him through, or maybe win him the 90 million. But then it has come to the crossroad, and Boma has been evicted from the house, guys. So really hope he becomes somebody outside the house. We hope, and we also hope that he achieve his dreams, all his aspirations of being an actor and all other investments he would like to go into. We wish him good luck, outside the house. And then, he made one interesting statement before he was evicted. Last week he said that immediately he's evicted, as if he knew said that he'll be evicted. So he said immediately he's evicted in his house, straight to the embassy. Like, he doesn't want Tega's husband to come and catch him. So I don't know if he came, he remembered that and he did that. But then, guy, if I were you, I would run. Oh. So moving on, we had Tega also. Tega was the first person to be evicted yesterday, and this got Boma really emotional, because he was all, oh my god, the lady's gone, my lady's gone, and all of that, not knowing that he would be evicted. But then when Tega was evicted yesterday, Tega said one interesting thing to Ebuka, and I was like, what? Throughout the house, she's not the only housemate that has a child or a son outside the house. Jackie B also is a single mother. Aside from the fact that Tega is married, Jackie B is a single mother. But then Jackie B, you will always see Jackie B, saying that, oh, I want to talk to my son, please, I want to talk to my son, can I take a shout out to my son and all that. it's a different case for Tega. Tega has never, really spoke about her son. Probably she's trying to, hide him from social media or everything. But as a mother, I felt like, okay, as a mother, there's some time that you would miss this boy and all of that. And then when it came to her husband, the only thing she's seen talking about her husband about is the fact that, he's a nigger, he's down for anything that I do in this house. We've had a roundtable discussion, he's okay with it and all of that. And then I was expecting, some sort of, oh, I miss my family and all that throughout her stay in the house. But no, she kept, playing to her script. Like she said, that whatever she had with Boma and all that was just a script, and that she wanted to, use that to stay more. But turns out it's a script gone wrong. Now, outside the house, when Ebuka, was asking her questions and all that, and then she now said, oh, I miss my family and I miss my husband. And I was like, what? Like, all of a sudden you kind of miss them and all of that. But then we can't deny the fact that she is and still is a married woman, and we hope that, she and her family reunite and she do great things, outside the house. Congratulations to her, for even making it to the top 15 or 17, So that's all on her. We hope that, we see better things from her. She also said she's an actress and she has been really good, playing scripts like she did. So we hope that, outside this house, we see more of her in the Nollywood, Hollywood, if possible, and all of that. So kudos to you. See you on the outside world, doing great things. Now, moving on, we also had Peace that was evicted as well. Peace has the only thing I can say about Peace is the fact that Peace is, somebody that made name on the first week, because she was the first head of house for this season, maybe NAIJA Shine Your Eyes, and she really did great in her first week. Everybody was applauding her. She was able to put a whole lot of people together, judging from the fact that, the first week, these housemates don't really know each other, but then she was able to manage all these strange faces and, put things in order. So congratulations to her on her, zeal, on her, actions and all of that. Although we can't deny the fact that Peace was also caught up, in some of the crossfires where, she's seen, talking here and there, small gossip, small gist and all of that. But Peace has, been herself, and she's somebody that you will never see in a triangle or even in a relationship or situationship. Although she wanted to have something with Sammy, but then it didn't go well, it went south. And she also wanted to have something with, Michael as well, because she said, Michael is a crush and all of that. But then it didn't really go because Michael seemed to have his eyes on Jackie B. And, I really wish her good luck. I'm looking forward to this one, because I didn't really get what her personality was in the house. So I'm really looking forward to what she would be doing outside the house, her dreams, her aspirations. See how that goes on play outside the house. So congratulations to you, Peace. We hope that, get to do greater things outside the house. We want to see more of you in action, if it's acting, if it's singing, if it's modeling, anything. We love you, and, continue to be you. Now, moving on, we also had Michael. Michael was evicted also yesterday. Well, it was a sad one, for the house. You know how Michael is emotional and all of that. And, Michael is somebody that doesn't deny the fact. Even me looking at him, he's a music artist. And, his song was even played during the jacuzzi party on Friday night. His song was played and he got all emotional to the point that he even punched his fist, on the wall, and he got a strike for that, before he was evicted. So it seems the 4 new housemates that, came into the house, 2 of them already had a strike, and that same week they were evicted. I don't know what that script is making out in my head, but then it feels like, you need to get a strike to leave already. So if you have gotten 1 strike, just prepare your mind that you might leave the house. But that was a joke anyways. So Michael has been evicted yesterday, and he seemed to be very confident about his future. He said that he'll be doing a whole lot in the music industry. I really want him to, come straight down to Nigeria, feature most of these artists. I believe in his talent, and we hope that, you become whatever, you want to become, Michael. So congratulations to Michael on leaving the house. I know Jackie B will miss you for sure. I can't wait to see how she will hold up this week. But then, congratulations, Michael. See you on the other side. Now, speaking of strike, Michael was not the only person that got a strike during the weekend. So Saga also got a strike, from his overexcitement in the arena room. He was trying to, dance a pull-up. He was trying to do a pull-up down, and then voila, he spoiled something. Like, he had to destroy something. And then everybody was like, okay, for that, you have gotten a strike as well. Now, Saga is somebody that, is content is circled around Nini, which is not, a news that, is strange to us, is all over the place that Saga and Nini are something together. But then, when it comes to, advising people, especially when it comes to advising Pere when he has, an issue with anybody, he seems to be, fluent using his head and all of that. And I'm like, bro, if you feel like, this you know how to advise people and all that, why not advise yourself and tell yourself that, bro, I need to change tactics. And for the fact that Saga has not been evicted yet might be making him feel like whatever he's doing with Nini is actually is on point about it. Because I noticed after the eviction show yesterday, both of them were really cuddled up more. They were too close. In fact, they were unsplittable yesterday, and I felt like the fact that they still remained in the house will be giving them ginger that, whatever we're doing, we need to continue. We should not stop. And, we don't know what the future holds for them this week. But then again, Saga and Nini, they need to, aside from the fact that they are always together, they need to give us content. And another thing I noticed is the fact that both of them like to whisper a lot. So I feel like, aside from the one strike for destruction in the arena, room, Big Brother, please, you need to give these two people strike already, because their whispering is top notch. I mean, Pere has learned his lesson. He has stopped whispering, because I noticed that Pere has been more outspoken lately. Very, very outspoken lately. Although he has been inside his shell for a while. After the confrontation with WhiteMoney, rather previous weeks. Behind, he has been really outspoken. Speaking to more of these housemates and be playful with them. We've even seen him with Angel, we've seen him with Peace, on the bed and all of that. But then, when it comes to whispering, Nini and Saga are top notch. So Big Brother needs to consider that. I don't know why they feel like they can do whatever they like to do, but then that should be addressed. That's what I feel. Now, moving on to triangles, we have Sasuke, Cross, and J. Paul. So Sasuke has been, a little bit here and a little bit there throughout last week. But then when it came to the weekend, especially during the jacuzzi party, guys, I saw something. Sasuke was in the pool, and she was rocking J. Paul and all of that. And then, I don't want to say it, guys, but then there were a lot of kisses here and there. There were a lot of, rubbing and all that. And I felt like, okay, Sasuke is somebody that has always told Cross that the reason why she doesn't want to be with him is the fact that his sexuality is too expressive. Like, he's okay with expressing his sexuality and all that, and she's not somebody that's comfortable with that. And then during the party, she was all over this J. Paul guy, or whether it's J. Paul guy that was all over her, and then she wouldn't dance with anybody else, and then they were doing this and that. Like, hey, a whole lot went down, and I felt like, okay, probably she had made a decision already. Probably she's trying to show us that, J. Paul is the vibe that she's enjoying. Although she has said that quite a lot, but she hasn't said this to Cross's face until after the party as well on Saturday, where Cross probably had it up to here, trying to impress her, trying to talk to her, trying to know what she has in mind. But then she has also told Cross, after the Saturday party, that what, I thought that whatever I had for you would grow beyond friendship, but it hasn't exceeded that at all, and that she only sees him as a friend, and all of that. And I feel like it's high time, Cross, accept his fate, that what, I've lost this girl for good. Because throughout Friday, Saturday, they've been together. Even after the Saturday party, they were lying on top of each other, and all of that. And then they slept together, hey. And I'm like, hey. So Sasuke is enjoying J. Paul's company now. I feel like the handwritings are on the wall for Cross. I don't know why he's still, trying to push further and all that. But then it happened yesterday when, Ebuka confronted Sasuke about, all the kissing and all that. And Cross was really shocked, because after the eviction show, Cross was busy telling Jackie B, another housemate, that she thought that, he thought that, probably whatever they are having is still on, level 1. They've not, started anything. But then when he heard the question Ebuka asked Sasuke, he was like, this thing don't even enter kissing level, and he has not even gotten any kiss yet. And they also had, the truth or dare game last night, after the eviction show. And, Cross was, Sasuke was dead to kiss Cross. Now, first of all, I was even surprised surprised that Sasuke would even be in that game, because she's always, exempting herself, giving herself that, oh, I have this moral standard and all that. You would not see her, actually doing some kind of things that she has been doing lately. Probably J-Paul's influence on her, I don't know. But then she was in truth or dare game, and then voila, she was there to, give Cross a French kiss. The housemates were like, since you have started kissing, and Ebuka has exposed you to the world, so you shouldn't be hiding anything. And then she opted out, and she said she would rather drink alcohol than kiss Cross. So at that point, it really did hit him. But then let's see if Cross will, give up on her or not. So our fingers are crossed on that, and we hope that this triangle is splitted already, and Cross should just move on already, guys. Now moving on, we also had Pere and WhiteMoney squabble last weekend. Although Pere has apologized, but I feel like Pere is doing this on purpose, knowing that WhiteMoney is the only person that he can actually provoke, and would probably, that's the reason why he has been saved all this while, judging from the fact that 15 housemates were up for eviction last week, and 4 left. So we have 11 that were saved yesterday, plus the 2 head of house. So we have about 13 housemates left in the house. Now Pere, probably in my head, I feel like probably Pere thinks that me hitting on WhiteMoney might have been the reason why I have been safe in the house all this while. It was really annoying to see how the provocation went, because Pere was complaining how his pillow was missing, his towel again was missing, and all of that, and Cross was trying to turn the situation to be a laughing thing, and then voila, Queen was caught up in the middle, because Queen was trying to say, oh, you don't speak to this guy like this, you don't talk to him like this, and Pere was busy shutting everybody up. Angel trying to intervene, and he was like, shut the fuck up, and all of that. And I felt like he did that probably intentionally, because people are trying to explain to you that, okay, the pillow you are complaining about, WhiteMoney might not be the person that took it, because WhiteMoney said he took a pillow from Princess's bed, and he was busy telling WhiteMoney that no, Princess is not around, Princess does not have pillow. And he was like, and everybody, other person said they saw a pillow on Princess's bed. So he was like, no, and all of that, it was his pillow that WhiteMoney took, and then he transferred to a towel thing, and then he was attacking this guy provocatively. And then WhiteMoney, after the argument, WhiteMoney called him and Saga, and then he was trying to ask for peace, that he's getting up to here, and he might not even take it the next time this happens. And then Pere was unapologetic about it again, but then after some time he apologized to WhiteMoney. And then we might see more of this week, because it seems Pere has finally found his voice when it comes to being that authoritative again, because you need to see him. It felt like, Pere is back, and I'm really looking forward to him acting more this week. So let's expect more from Pere this week. That's what I feel, because for him to start coming out, raising his voice again, it seems like he's tired of being under the shell, and he wants to be himself again. So guys, let's look forward to that. Now, having said all of this, as I speak to you, the housemates are really relaxed, and they are looking forward to the head of house games. Now last week we had 2 head of house, so Jackie B and J Paul, and these 2 really ran the house really well. They did a whole lot of arrangements, a whole lot of organization, and I could see that there was unison between or amongst or in between these 2, and they did really, really well last week. Now this is a new thing from Big Brother, having 2 head of house instead of head of house and deputy. So I feel like probably let's look forward to the fact that we might have another 2 head of house this week. And what if, guys, I'm having this feeling that Pere might be the head of house for this week. I don't know why I'm having that intuition, but then let's look forward to how this week would go. And I always say it's that whenever there's a new head of house, that head of house will actually determine how this week will run. If it's going to be a military regime, I don't know. If it's going to be a chilled regime, I do not know. But let's see how this goes this week. Now I really look forward to this head of house game, because a whole lot is going to go down. What if Big Brother changes the game again on them and make it look a whole lot scarier, a whole lot spooky? I do not know. But then, guys, I have one interesting news for you guys right now. Is the fact that I would be, on this channel, yes, on this channel, we'll be having the head of house game, live. We'll be showing you everything, or I'll be telling you everything as they go back to back. So you need to stick to this channel to know how head of house game run, and on that note, that is all I have for you guys right now. right about now. That is all I have for you guys right now. So okay, who do you think will win? Who do I think will win the show, guys? Maria Grace Conte, or whatever your name is. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. But Maria Grace, you're asking me who do I think will win the show? Well, I feel like WhiteMoney would win, but then right now I'm really scared because it might be Cross. So in between those two, I feel like WhiteMoney or Cross. But Angel also seems to stand a chance as well. So between these three people, guys, that's who I think would win the show for, you know, the entirety, the 90 million. Because, you know, WhiteMoney has been himself for a while, but then being unable to, you know, be provoked by somebody and being too kind and all of that is beginning to look somehow. And, you know, it's beginning to make people feel like, or me personally, it's beginning to make me feel like, okay, this strategy is becoming very boring. At some point, you know, somebody would provoke you to the point that you have to, you know, air your mind and all of that and stop being nice to this person and all that. Even Angel and, you know, Angel and Queen were saying it that WhiteMoney allowed Pere talk down on him all the time, and he's becoming really, really, you know, crazy. Like, so I feel like WhiteMoney is being too calm for this. I feel like he's being too calm and all of that. So WhiteMoney might not win. He might win, but who I think would win is between WhiteMoney, Cross, and Angel. Those three, trust me, guys, they are going to see it to the end. That's what I feel. So on that note, I would be rounding up, guys, on that note. And trust me, guys, you need to come back, you know, when it's time for the head of house game, because I will be giving it to you live as they go back to back. On that note, that's all I have for you guys. I remain Akindele Helen. Please, if you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live, guys. So on that note, see you guys next time. Bye.